My name is Lisa Starr Francis, and I'm here with the Word Oracle Alchemy System. And today, our daily reflection is brought to us by the letter R. Trying to get that down in the corner for you to see. I'm not so good at this today. Oh, there we are. There's the little clear view. So I am here with the Word Oracle Alchemy System. It is an oracle deck and a full system that has 104 unique oracle cards. The lexicon for this deck is the alphabet, which form the language that we are all using each and every day. The Word Oracle cards have an image on one side and a list of words on the opposite side. And the Word Oracle is here to help us do what is called word alchemy, which means we are able to shift the frequency that words hold for us, making language sovereign, making language ours. Because why? Because all of us are essentially using borrowed language, meaning that all meaning attached to words has been given to us previously through the dictionary meaning and through life. With this system, we can remove associations with words that may be words that are sticky for us, words that hold us back, words that have a frequency that doesn't help us move forward. This deck helps us, assists us easily and playfully to do that. And it is a very fun and effective oracle. And I come here each day with a reflection. As I said, today's is from the letter R, and it is from the color orange. This deck is broken into 4 alphabets. There is a gold section, a purple section, a green section, and an orange section. And we are today looking at the orange R. And this card, each day I share a reflection from the card, which is basically a little statement. So I will be sharing that. But before we hear the little statement from the card, from the letter of the alphabet, in fact, the orange R, what it wants us to know, before we hear that reflection, we're going to do a simple little direct experience, because words indeed carry frequency. And this direct experience allows you to easily, right here within 15 minutes, actually have a direct experience and begin to understand what we're talking about. So we slow things down here because all the time that we're using words, we don't separate them, we don't single them out. They come in sentences, they come in paragraphs. So this little frequency direct experience is about us being able to have an experience with one word at a time, and there are 3 words. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to say the first word. After I say that word, you want to say that word to yourself. You can say it out loud or in your head. You're just going to say it, and you want to notice what happens. What do you feel? Do you feel anything? Some words don't make us feel anything. But this is the way for you to have a direct experience and find out what words feel like for you. So the first R word today from this card is the word relish. Relish. So you just want to notice when you say that to yourself. How do you feel? Do you feel anything? When you say relish, do you think of the dictionary meaning? Do you think about a condiment? Do you think about a circumstance associated with the word relish? Just want to notice what happens when you just say that word by itself. Okay, so the second word today is rehearse. Rehearse. So as you say the word, you want to notice, do I feel tense? Is there any tension? Do I contract when I say the word? Do I feel expansive? Do I feel happy? What do you notice? How does your body feel? Your body might feel contracted. You might notice you felt your shoulders slumped. But your body will direct you. And as you begin to do this type of noticing, you'll notice more. Okay, and our third R word today is regulate. So say the word regulate. And as you do, just notice. As you say the word regulate, do you feel it anywhere in your body? That's what we do here. We notice where these words are landing for us. What happens when we hear them by themselves. That's what we do to create a direct experience where you can begin to feel the frequency of words for you, because every word frequency is unique to the person who it is, because we've all had our unique life experiences using words, and some words we never use, and some words have been overused. Some words hold lots of meaning, other words hold no meaning. Some words are really charged with a good energy, some words are really charged with a depleting energy. And it is through this type of experience that we begin to notice how the frequency of words are for us, what's going on for us, because the practice of word alchemy is ultimately for oneself. Okay, so now that we have had the direct experience, I'm going to go into the guidebook for the Word Oracle deck, and this is for the one card pulls only, and there's a thing in the back of the book called a Mystical Word Potion, and basically in that there are 104 statements or quote, one from each letter in each color. And so there are 104 statements, and each day I share the one associated with the card of the day. Today's, of course, is is the letter R. And so I am going to read from the guidebook what the orange R, letter R, what the statement from this letter says. And again, for those of you who have not seen any videos like this before, the whole series does exist on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Every one of these that I've done, eventually there will be 104 of these in that series. But for now, there is about 20 odd that are there. So we have the letter R. It is from the orange R. And this oracle, because it is a word shifting, a frequency shifting oracle, specifically to do with the way that language works for the individual. It's a language shifting oracle. I've lost my train of thought going like that. Okay, I went sideways. Just let me gather myself for a moment. We are doing this all live and we are not editing. Okay, so I'm going to read the R. And what I wanted to say was, these quotes will not sound like other things that we've heard, these statements. They can sound like a combination of the Riddler meets Yoda and Dr. Seuss. And they all three get together and write something. So we never know what we're going to get. So here is today's, from the letter R, the color orange. It says, to remain centered when faced with a surprise, you can adopt the automatic reflex of unshakable faith, which always feels fabulous. So again, this card says, to remain centered when faced with a surprise, you can adopt the automatic reflex of unshakable faith, which always feels fabulous. So that is the mystical quote. When we read the mystical word potion from the alphabet, this is in the back of the book. And when Spirit gave this to me, it was given that we don't need to pull a card. We just can open it and read any of it. We could read the whole thing. We can read one quote. We could read one page. We can open it anywhere within that potion and read it. The way that it is written, it shifts something when we read it. And so it is for those times that we don't even want to pull a card, but we want to keep a forward motion in our spirit life, in the shifting of how language is for us. So we can just read that when we feel particularly lazy, like we don't want to do anything. We can just do that, and that will keep the language shifting. So it is an interesting set of quotes, that's for sure. So now we're going to talk about what that quote means. But what's the core principle that that is saying? To remain centered when faced with a surprise, you can adopt the automatic reflex of unshakable faith, which always feels fabulous. The core principle of that is life brings unexpected moments. Some surprises feel joyful and others feel challenging. Most of us have experienced a little bit of both. Faith is the inner anchor that keeps the heart steady. And when faith becomes a practiced reflex, the mind remains calm even when circumstances change. And sometimes even a good surprise is a circumstance change that we need to have faith for. So instead of us reacting like in surprise, maybe we're surprised fear, maybe we're surprised like shocked, like, oh, what, even if it's a good thing. When we are surprised, we are, when we have faith, it means that we can actually respond with trust. We can be surprised, we can experience the fear for a moment, and then realize that Spirit is there, and we can keep in trust. So the core principle basically is that faith stabilizes the heart. Okay, so faith stabilizes the heart, and a centered spirit can meet everyday surprise with clarity, strength, and even gratitude. And an everyday surprise doesn't always come in nice packaging. So yes, a centered spirit can meet every surprise with clarity, strength, and even gratitude. Faith stabilizes the heart. That is the law. Okay, so that's what this card speaks to. The meaning, to further fortify the meaning, to give us more clarity on the meaning of that, I like to include a biblical quote to go along with it each day, and also I like to give a wisdom teacher echo. So it's a biblical echo. It's just a little thing, and just a little echo of a metaphysical teacher who I read many books from and studied the works of over the last 40 odd years. So for today's card, the biblical echo is from Isaiah 26, verse 3. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. The meaning is, peace comes when the mind remains focused on divine trust. Focused on the divine, trust in the divine. The card speaks of remaining centered through things, and this verse connects to that, showing that steady trust, it brings inner calm and peace even in uncertain moments. So that's the connection there. And the wisdom teacher quote for today comes from the teacher Florence Scovel Shin. And the quote from Florence today is, "Faith knows there is a divine plan and it cannot fail." Okay? And Miss Shin taught that faith is what allows a person to remain confident even when life appears uncertain. So that connects again with this card, because the card and that quote speak about adopting faith as a reflex. That's what transforms surprising moments into opportunities for trust and strength. So adopting faith as a reflex transforms those surprising moments into opportunities for trust and strength. So that is our message, our reflection. It's just a quick reflection from the letter R, the color orange. And this is from the Word Oracle Alchemy System. There are 104 cards, so there's 103 of these going on. I will be back tomorrow with the letter S, and I hope to see you. If indeed you are watching this in replay and you are actually joining in and having the direct experience, please put a comment in the section for comments and let me know if you felt anything, and because I'd really like to know. And also, if you comment, if you're watching this and you comment or you push like, that really helps an independent person like myself who is self-published, like I'm doing me. And anytime anybody gives me a little like or makes a little comment, all of those things, even if you just put an emoji in the comment, that will help the algorithm, which will help me as I try to get out there. You know, I'm not trying to get out there. I am out there, but I'm needing to get out there even further. And the algorithm will help me get out there further when it sees that I get little likes and little comments. That somehow is part of the equation. And while you know I'm not a rule follower, there are some things a girl's got to do. And you know I normally never say things like that. So obviously if I'm saying it, I would really appreciate it. So please make a comment if you indeed have gotten this far in the video. And if you have, I love you. Thank you for your attention in this very busy world, that you would give me over 18 minutes. I am really gobsmacked, and I will be back tomorrow with the S card. See you then.